everyone, Amber here with Amber's Berries and Buds. I'm just going to do a quick video on the glass tops that I have for my aquariums. Excuse the mess, this is a fish room in progress. I still have to do the other half there and still have to finish these up. What I wanted to show you here is that I don't actually use tops that come with the tanks, or if you're buying the tanks like $1 per gallon, usually they don't come with any types of lids. I like to customize my lids and make them exactly how I want them. If I were to get a standard 10-gallon glass top, say for something like this, I do know that the Aquatop or Versa brand, I think it is, has the black hinge that's in the middle. That would actually be running through the middle of my tank. And because this is a tank that's facing forward, I don't actually have this tank horizontal. The tops that open from the middle like that, they would be opening this way, would be completely useless for what I need them to be. So I actually make my own tops. This piece right here that I have is just window channeling that I got from my hardware store. It has this nice edge that's on the back, and it also has a slot that's under here. I'm going to bring out my other piece of window channeling that I have. It has a slot that you can actually slide the glass into, if you can see right there. Sorry for the glare. But that's exactly how I slide two pieces over each other. The bottom piece of glass goes in this slot here, and then I have a piece of glass that actually slides on top there. And I'll show you how that actually works. This is my my closest piece of glass to the front. I usually make it a little bit shorter than the back piece is. I don't usually access the back too much, and the front, all I need is something to open. The glass I also get from the hardware store, and I just have them cut to the dimensions that I need. Measure inside of the actual tank rim. Don't measure from all the way out here because your glass will be too big. The window channeling actually fits inside the rim of the tank, so make sure you're measuring inside, not outside. I also do have to sand the glass edging after it gets cut. It is very, very sharp. Also, I don't want it to cut this vinyl window channeling when it's sliding back and forth. So I generally have to sand all of the glass pieces by hand, which doesn't take very long. But these pieces do just slide. So if I want to open it up there, I just slide it back and forth. You can slide it all the way to the back, the top piece. The bottom piece does slide, but usually it's a little bit more difficult to slide the bottom piece, which actually that wasn't difficult at all. I must have sanded that one really good, but I tend not to slide the bottom piece unless I need to do some kind of maintenance, like with my filter there. At least I have access to both sides of my tank. And this one over here is done in the exact same way. I just currently have a light on top of it. This just also shows you that there is nothing to hinder any of the light that's coming from the light. There is no black plastic stripe in the middle, nothing here. So my plants that are inside are getting all the light from this as much as possible without any type of hindrance. If you want to know why I do a little bit of an overlap, as you can see, there's about an inch overlap between the two. I do not like a lot of tank evaporation, or excuse me, tank water evaporation. So as you can see, my lids are pretty much as close as they can be to the edge right there, so that there is no evaporation. And in fact, the only little piece that's open is back here, and this is where some of my wiring is. Now I don't really have a way to etch the glass out to make some holes or make an indentation for this wiring, so I just leave this little tiny gap here, which is okay. There's not going to be much evaporation there. But me personally, I do not like evaporation, so I usually have a good bit of overlap so that there's not going to be a heck of a lot of evaporation there. And as you can see, there's a good bit of condensation on the glass there that just shows you that the water is staying in the tank and not evaporating out. I hope you enjoyed this video. This DIY glass top tank is not difficult to make at all. In fact, it probably only took me about 10 minutes to make both of these. I just watched a YouTube video one day of somebody else making theirs this way, and I copied that. Like I said, it's extremely easy. For the total materials cost, I think I did about $10. The window channeling was an 8-foot length. I think that was about $2.50. The pieces of glass, I actually did 4 pieces of glass cut this size because I will have 2 other tanks on that side, and then I had 4 pieces of glass cut that size, excuse me, because they will be on 2 more tanks. So I ended up actually having 8 pieces of glass that cost me about $7, I think. So total project is about $10. So extremely cheap considering the last glass top that I ordered for a 10-gallon tank, I think was probably around $15 or $20, and that was just one top. So I got all 4 glass tops for around $10. Hope you enjoyed this video. Join me for some other videos in the future, and also like me on Facebook, facebook.com/berriesandbuds. Watch all my other videos, and stay tuned for more articles coming out on the website. Thanks so much.